How do these things only happen to me, I swear? Let me pull up my theme song.
How?
This is appropriate music for this story.
I was so under the weather, I showed zero emotion from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. The one burst of emotion was this moment.
So we were coming back from New York City yesterday, and I caused a major traffic jam in the TSA line, unbeknownst to me at the time, let's be honest. When I look back, I was going through the TSA line at LaGuardia before Sarah and Brian. I grabbed my gray tray out of the, the conveyor or whatever.
Yeah.
I take it off to the side, funny enough, not to back up the line, to get out of everybody's way. And as I'm putting my shoes on, I realize I only have one shoe in my gray bin, and I look back, and that's when I saw your faces.
Yes, well, I started noticing, I was waiting for my suitcase, and I was waiting, and everybody around, there was 10 people starting to gather, and we all had the same look on our face, and I was like, well, what is going on? So I looked down the conveyor belt, and I looked back at the little box that where they x-ray things, and what do I see? I see an on-cloud wedged into the conveyor like
the
ringer.
metal spin thing.
Yeah, the spinny guys wedged in there, and it just keeps getting hit by the box, the all the boxes behind it, and I recognize that on-cloud.
Oh yeah, it was none other than Kyle Smelser's on-cloud, and I had this my eyeballs were like a camera from the show The Office. I look at this on-cloud causing the traffic jam. I quickly identify it as, that's Kyle's on-cloud.
Yes.
And I look over, and there's Kyle. Cut to The Office hard zoom. There he is, and he's got one shoe on his foot.
Yep. And then I said, you know what this is? It's a shoe. And you know whose shoe it is? It's his.
Kyle's.
Unbelievable. And I had the most confused face of all time. I look back, and to be clear, yes, my shoe was stuck straight in. It was like a stake in the ground, and the metal spinners, the metal rollers of the conveyor belt, just blocking all the other luggage, and the line started to back up. And then they had to take baggage off and put it through another TSA line because of my one single on-cloud shoe.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
Because every time a new tray got added, it bumped the one in front of it, and so all the pictures were blurry. So after that, we still had another 20 minutes of waiting to get our luggage, and everybody's getting madder and madder, and I was like, it's his shoe.
Because we're at a New York City airport.
Yeah, it was funny.
That's what you're saying. The TSA lady holds up my shoe and goes, whose shoe is this?
Mine. It's mine. My name's Kyle.
My shoe. Really, I don't understand how these things happen to me because I swear, I remember visually me jamming my shoes into the side of the gray bin that we put our stuff in. I don't know how it got lodged out to then get stuck in the metal roller. To this moment, I really have no idea how that actually happened. I wish there was video of this.
Yeah, well, there would have been had the other boxes not just kept cramming into each other and blurring the pictures.
You just have a special energy, man. And you transferred that energy to your shoe, and now it's the clumsiest shoe in the world.
Yep, good times.
It was pretty much destined to happen.
Brian and I were real excited to walk away with you after that moment.
Yeah, really nice.
Like it's our friend and his dumb shoes.
We're not with this guy, not with us. A single shoe caused so much drama at LaGuardia. I still can't believe this. I was trying to mind my own business, get out of everybody's way, and I look back and I realized I was the problem the entire time.
Well, Larry David, my neighbor who resembles Larry David, is moving out of my neighborhood. I think you can take his place in my life.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. I'd be glad to live next to you. With that, anybody else have that epic TSA story? What did you have in your luggage? Or maybe you got pulled off to the side like Brian did that one time trying to smuggle hot dogs back from Iceland. Unbelievable. All right, with that, Kelly with us right now. What happened to you in New York? I think also, funny enough, this also happened to you in New York as well, Kelly?
New York also, for my father's funeral, which was a military funeral, and going through TSA, and they stop, and we're kind of waiting, like, what is taking so long? And the lady comes up to me with my purse and says, is there anything in this purse that could hurt us? And I'm like, what? No, what are you talking about? Meanwhile, I'm holding, a U.S. flag, a funeral bag with flowers and cards. Well, in it was one of the spent bullets from the 21-gun salute.
Oh,
My siblings,
oh no.
Yeah. My siblings took one of the other ones, and I was standing there going, oh, my God, my father just died. It was, it's not even a real bullet, but I didn't think anything of it.
Right.
They thankfully, they did give it back to me and let me go. But I was
wow.
pretty horrified.
I bet. Well, it's interesting that you mentioned that because Sarah nearly smuggled a weapon onto the airplane a couple days ago.
I forgot about that.
Only to realize, I forgot I had my pocket knife in my purse.
My dad gave me a hunting knife for Christmas, and it's so handy. I always have it on me, and I'm walking up, and I'm like, ooh, I better throw this thing out.
Hey, Sarah, why do you have a switchblade with you? We're going to New York.
You never know when you're going to need it.
Hey, thank you for calling in. You have a good day.
You too, guys. Take care. Bye.
Yeah, we looked back a couple of days ago. Thank you so much for calling in. It is so easy how we so quickly forget about these things that we have on us, right?
Yes.
But yeah, a couple of days ago, Sarah had a pocket knife as we're leaving RDU to New York for our quick day trip. And Sarah,
I'm glad I remembered it.
When I initially looked back, I thought you were just throwing away a water bottle that I thought you remembered that you had.
No,
You're like, no, it's my knife.
It was a good knife, too, and it made me really sad that I had to throw it away.